The spacecraft left the solar system in 2012 and is now more than 15 billion miles from the ground. 8 minutes ago, Voyager 1 sent a message in the deepest part of the space, which was frozen by scientists. For decades, this lonely spaceship has surpassed our solar system, but what he just delivered is not the same as we received. This is not just a signal, but a terrible thing. We can change everything we know about the universe. Adjust the Voyager you just shown because it does not come out of this world. It is one of the greatest researchers who are the most Voyagers we make. He has been amazing to us for decades and travels to us. But there was something strange recently. Voyager reopened a shocked message by scientists. It was not just data or ordinary space noise. It was anxious and confused and probably warnings. Can this change everything we thought? Do we know about space? What exactly did Voyager learn there? Then Voyager was silent without a warning. Did you do that? Or did you answer anything? 45 years ago, NASA sent 2 spaceships to space, Voyager and his twins. At first, the probe took about 5 years to study Jupiter and Saturn. But they went beyond their original mission and continued to explore the universe they expected. The whole idea of this mission was actually a happy discovery. In the 1970s, a scientist named Michael Minovich realized that the spacecraft could use the gravity of the Earth. For example, it accelerates growth and sends it to more universe. This technique has made Voyager missions enabled and has been broken since then. The 2 voyages began in the summer of 1977 and filmed in a few weeks. First, they focused on Jupiter and Saturn, took off their breathtaking pictures, and made a new moon and a call around the gas giants. But Voyager 2 did more amazing work. This was the first and only spacecraft that flew near Changwangxiang in 1986 and near Neptune in 1989. This amazing trip after this mission, travelers had a new goal and headed towards the deep space to explore the contents of our solar system. In 2013, NASA confirmed that it was unusual. Voyager left the solar system and entered the interstellar space. This means that he is no longer in the energy bubble created by our sun. Instead, he swimmed with the void between the stars. Voyager 2 joined twins in this vast and unknown area in 2018. Voyager 1 is now farther away from the ground than other objects produced by more than 17 billion kilometers in the sun. He travels to a space where other spaceships have not disappeared, sending reverse data about what happens when the solar system meets the rest of the universe. One of the biggest discoveries is connected to the invisible bubble of the invisible bubbles around the solar system created by the solar wind, which is the flow of charged particles that are constantly blowing in the sun. At the edge of this bubble, heliopause, the influence of the sun is over and the interstellar space begins. NASA learned a lot from travelers. One of the biggest surprises is that the high-energy particles in the space area, which are increasing through space, are about 3 times higher outside heliosphere. This tells us that the boundary between our solar system and interstellar space is not just an invisible line, but a powerful and changing force field. In 2021, NASA showed shocking. Voyager 1 is a strange buzzing noise from deep universe. It was not any static or interference. It was a constant and terrible signal from a thin gas floating between the stars. Scientists are not sure what to do with it. Is this a sign of something unknown? Is it a phenomenon of natural space we haven't found before? Whatever it is, Voyager has still proved that he has still released a new mystery. Voyager 1 and 2 were built to continue, but no one expected to survive for a long time. Each spacecraft works on the nuclear source that uses plutonium to generate energy. Over time, the plutonium breaks up and the power level is lowered. To store sailing, NASA had to turn off a meaningless system, including a heater that frozen the space temperature and protects the tool. All 5 major Voyager tools work without a fever, but still working. NASA scientists were surprised that these tools had to stop functioning a few years ago. But Voyager continues to and prove that even in the most serious conditions, technology can last longer than someone considers it possible. Despite all these discoveries, Voyager 1 has now sent a message no one is expected. Something occurs at the distant boundary of the space, and scientists are doing their best to understand this. Can it be a failure? Or is there more? Can you be a warning in the future? Voyager is clear because it continues to travel lonely. The space is still full of secrets, and some of them can be more terrible than we represent when we represent. No matter what happens next time, the world will look at what this small probe is expected to open in great unknown. Details have made decades of discovery, numerous adjustments and constant surprises, and have made one of the most amazing trips when humanity has done Voyager's mission. At each kilometer, he drives more at home, and the voyage is moved with him. And now the same spacecraft sent something unexpected, so even the most brilliant mind is doing my best to explain this. Can this be the last mysterious Voyager? Or is it the beginning of more? You will see time. But one is a message that the message it has changed about how we think about what we are unknown and the possibility of waiting for us outside the star. Voyager has traveled to space for decades and returned amazing discoveries. How do we do it? Voyages provide information for processing. And it just sent us a terrible warning to us. And this will change everything. Voyager is with us because we analyze everything we found until this point of view and what it means in the terrible message and the future. For almost 45 years, the Voyager's mission is the essential part of the cosmos study, providing the first and most important view of the real state of our solar system. Nevertheless, these missions have never been intended to survive for a long time. When the first plan for investigation was implemented, the idea of investigating in the 1970s was created by an accident when the spacecraft could bow to the Earth's speed and to be dualism at the solar system. According to NASA officials, Voyager mission planned to extend 5 years when it first started. Nevertheless, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are still in exercise. Collects important scientific data in the deepest range of the universe. And now, after this time, the Voyager sent a very unexpected. Another major goal is to understand the shape and behavior of heliosphere. Scientists suspect that heliosphere is asymmetrical based on Voyager 2 observation. One of the most valuable contributions to Voyager 2 is the ability to study the interstellar magnetic field. As the spacecraft deepens into space, it continues to influence the movement of the space beam and the structure of interstellar space. Voyager 2 has been at the forefront of space research for more than 40 years and has transmitted innovative data from the external performance of the solar system. Despite the distance from the Earth, it is still in operation and provides valuable scientific information. As he entered the interstellar space, he continued to expand his knowledge of mankind and did not get a glimpse of the universe.